that is your good energy for the day or for the night. So use it, all right? It's Beautiful Enigma. Welcome back to my channel where I just share some beautiful insight about life, reality, healing, expanding your mind, financial freedom, all those beautiful things. And today I wanted to remind you guys that the weight of your struggles and the pain that you hold, it's not all for you. We can alchemize this pain. We can give this pain up and allow ourselves to be open for light and love and truth to come into us. So, do you feel like it's our responsibility to take care of everything on this earth, to hold that responsibility and that weight? No, it's not on us. And that goes the same for the trauma that we go through and the hard times in life when it's just like one thing after another, or we're lost, or we just went through a bad breakup, or we lost a loved one. Like, these are very hard things, and we're not meant to hold all of that trauma. We're not meant to hold that energy, that doubt, that fear, that confusion. We're not meant to hold it in ourselves. We're meant to release it, to let that weight off of our aura, of our body, and just let it go, whether that's to the earth or to God, and then it can be alchemized. We're meant to tap in to joy. That's what I learned this year. So much of this human experience of our lives is meant to be cultivated around joy. Like, the foundation of our life should be rooted in happiness, in fun, in peace, in the things that light our spirit and our soul up. That should be the foundation of our life. But through hard life experiences, through trauma, through bad relationships, through, maybe not having the best parents or the best upbringing, we taint the foundation of our life. And we begin to build the blocks of our life on the energy of bitterness, sadness, depression, disconnection from God, from truth. And we begin to build a very unfulfilling life, a very negative life. So I want to remind you guys to give it up. Give the heaviness up. The doubt that you feel, the fear that you hold, give it up to God. Give it up to the universe. Let it go. Trust that there is a higher source, a higher power that is guiding you, that's looking out for you, that's holding you, that's nurturing you, that's literally waiting for you to let go of the pain, waiting for you to let go of the fear and the lack and the past. Okay? Yourself, your inner child, your higher self is waiting for you to let go of the past, waiting for you to let go of the doubt. So when are you going to do it? If not now, when? Right now is the most important moment of your life. This moment right now of you watching this, hearing this, feeling this, being in this point in time in your life. It is the most important moment of your life. And in each moment, we decide who we want to be, what direction we want to go in, what thoughts we want to think, what beliefs we want to hold on to. It's on us. So, as often as you can, I invite you to release the heaviness, release the blockages, and make space for love in your life. Make space for peace, for pleasure, for fulfillment, for soul purpose. Make space so you can actually honor and listen to your intuition and your truth. You can't feel your truth. You cannot feel the wisdom of God in the universe when you're holding on to so much worldly and earthly pain and distractions and illusions. Because ultimately, like, pain and suffering is very real, but the most real frequency and experience on earth is love. So anything that is opposite of love or far away from love is far away from the truth, which makes us more distant from the truth if we're holding on to things that are not close to love. If we don't feel love within ourselves, that means we don't feel the truth of life in ourselves. So when you are going through a hard time, and you're feeling a lot of heaviness, a lot of doubt, you're scared for the future, if you don't know what the future holds for you, I invite you to practice the art of just surrendering and letting go and inviting joy and peace into your life. And we do this through mindfulness, through being mindful of our thoughts, being mindful of the beliefs and the stories that we're telling in our mind. And we begin to reprogram the mind, which is one of the most powerful and most beautiful practices that we can do, is reprogramming our mind. And this is not something that you just do one time and you're reprogrammed forever. It's a constant practice because we're always changing. Our life circumstances are always changing. Our evolution, the earth, the collective, everything is always changing. So we have to change with it. We have to constantly be changing. That is what it means to evolve. It's to be in a constant state of growth and evolution and expansion. And sometimes evolving and changing doesn't always look positive. It doesn't always feel good. Sometimes we have to go through periods of stagnation, of discomfort, of not changing, of like negative things. Sometimes we have to go through that in order to actually evolve and see the truth, see the next hidden layer and thing that we need to either let go of or add into our life in order to expand and in order to change. So, I just want to always relay the message of faith, of having faith first, firstly in yourself. Because I've learned in my journey that the more that I believe in myself, the more that I believe in a higher power. The more that I choose the journey of self discovery, of self realization, the more I cannot deny the power of God. I can't deny the magnificence and the magic of this universe and of this higher power that is constantly here, And it's a very like neutral energy at times where it's like if you're not looking for it, if you're not seeking it, if you're not putting that work in, it's going to be pretty chill. It's going to be like, chilling off to the side. But once you make that decision, and you dive into the unknown and you begin to work on yourself, you begin to question your life, your reality, to ask deeper questions about why life is the way that it is and what do you really want out of life? What would bring you the most excitement and joy if you were to do that, if you were to become that? When you begin to ask those questions, you begin to be guided. You begin to be shown things that you wouldn't normally be shown if you don't ask questions. That's why asking questions is so important. And I tell people all the time, the questions that you ask are more important than even receiving an answer. So begin to get very intentional and very wise about the questions that you ask in your life. Questions are like a GPS, and the questions that we ask are pretty much the destination that we put into the map and where that map is going to take us. So become very intentional about the questions that you ask and don't be afraid to go deep. Don't be afraid to ask very deep questions about your life, about your upbringing, about society, your family, your life purpose, the future. Don't be afraid to ask questions. The people that release the fear of change and the fear of the unknown and the fear of growing, those are the people that are the happiest. They're the most aligned. They're the most connected to themselves and to God. So may we all begin to practice this release of fear and of just holding on to comfort and holding on to our fear. There's no reason to do that, okay? This beautiful life is all about letting go. And the quicker we can let go, the quicker we can receive what is true for us. And I love to remind people that if you don't let go, you're going to be dragged. So it's up to you. The quicker you let go, the quicker you can receive. And all of this is all concepts, it's all words that I'm speaking. It's easier to say it than to do it. But I practice this, and that's why I'm speaking this message from my heart, because I practice this and I see the benefits. I see that this is the way of life, is to let go, is to ask questions, to observe yourself, to commit to daily practices that strengthen your mind, that work through your limiting beliefs and your blockages, and just to go on the journey in the pursuit of facing your fears, which is a very powerful, noble thing to do in this human experience. So, to finish this video up, I just want to remind you guys the weight that you're holding in your heart, in your body, in your mind from hard past experiences, let it go. And you begin by doing this mentally, just by telling yourself, I'm ready to let go of this pain. I don't want to hold it anymore. I want to make space for newness. I want to make space for a rebirth in my life, for a realignment. I'm ready for what is next. I'm ready to let go. You begin by starting in your mind and repeating things like that. And then you get to a point when you're just tired. You're tired of feeling depressed. You're tired of thinking these thoughts and living in a way that's just draining. You get tired of it. You can only put up with your own shit for so long. So once you get to that point of being fed up, that's when you know it's time to really let go and to begin that journey of rediscovering who you are without this weight, without this heaviness that came from an external experience, whether it was a person or a thing or a childhood thing or whatever. At the end of the day, all is mind. Everything comes from our mind. And it doesn't matter what this external world gives you or does to you. All that matters is what you think, believe, and hold on to. So if you're holding on to anything heavy, anything unfortunate, anything that's causing you deep grief or sadness, I invite you just to practice the art of letting go and just doing it consciously within your mind of just saying, I'm letting go of this energy to God. I release this energy. I release these thoughts. I release these cycles, these habits, these patterns, these feelings. They don't serve me anymore. I release it. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for showing me what you showed me, but you no longer serve a purpose. So I release you. I release you back to the universe to be recreated into new energy. And I'm open to receive the highest form of medicine that's here for me in order to connect deeper to my soul, to my bliss, to my peace of mind. And so it is, and so it shall be. Much love, you guys. Thank you for tuning into this video. I just did a little flow, a little energetic flow. So I hope you liked it. If you gained any value, please subscribe, please like, please leave a comment. I'm really trying to connect more here on YouTube and build a community and just shed some love, spread some good energy and just remind people. It's all about remembering. Life is all about remembering. It's nothing you don't already know. Your soul has connection to everything, especially the truth and especially love. So ain't nothing new under the sun. Much love, many blessings.